Hey everybody, welcome back to another drawing tutorial. So today we're going to be drawing Weather Report from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Yeah, it's the stand version of Weather Report, not like the guy, the stand user. So, bit of a tricky one. So like head tilt, JoJo characters are never just standing forward. So this is kind of the best one I could find. So hopefully it helps you out anyway. So we're on a landscape orientation page. Use a pencil and an eraser and hit pause if I go too fast. So we're going to start with the eyes. So center point, my page is about there. That's probably where his chin will be. So we go up and we're just above that center point. We're going to start with the eye, right? So pretty basic kind of eyes. So like, well, standard-ish kind of shape. Yeah, let's give it a go. So we go up and across, kind of roundish top eyelid, and then we'll bring it down around to there. Okay, and then it's one of those stand eyes that has the lines in it. Pretty cool design, I must admit. Weather Report. I'm not as up to date with the manga as most people. I have read a bit of JoJo line. It's pretty good, but yeah, not as up to date. But it's cool. It's a cool stand. Can't wait to see these animated. These guys. So that's one eye. Sorry, I'm like talking, rambling. So one eye, and then we go over and do another one. So we're kind of down from this eye. So we go up. Across, down again, and then we do the back of his eye, down to there. Okay, and then we add those curved lines on it, like so. Now he's got like what looks like a sort of a guard or a plate or something coming across his head, right? So it kind of comes up and around. So from each eye, so it goes down around to there, right? It's kind of this sort of rainbow line or something just here. And then it appears to come across his eye, down like that, then back underneath like his cheek or something here, like so. And on this side, it's pretty similar, except it goes in, touches the eye just there, and then goes back around underneath, and then comes down around. Right? So then, down from this, so we'll build down. So this is our center line for the head. So we're tilted diagonally that way. Okay, so we go down from here down to the chin, right? So this goes down, this line that comes down from the middle of the face, and then it curves around here. This is like the chin, right? And the jaw is going to go back this way. So we might as well do that then. So our jaw goes back like so, and then up like so past the eye, right? So that's like the jawbone, and then we got like further like armor. It looks like armor covering the whole mouth, right? So it comes back into here towards the eye, and then it goes down past the eye, back in towards here, down again. So hit pause if I go too fast now, so because this guy's kind of complicated. So it comes back in and touches like here. Okay, and this can have like an extra sort of edge line on it, sort of coming down. so. Okay, and then, right, so on the other side, so it's kind of, we can't see as much of the jaw, so it kind of just goes up right beside the eye here, right? So it's kind of like, so it starts like just here. So we got this cheek guard, right? We'll get the shape for the face first, I guess. That'll be more important. So we'll go down. Around. And in towards the chin. Into there. And then we got this metal plate that goes kind of in underneath his eye, kind of like here. Curves around. And then we're gonna bring it back up around like the other side into here. Right, and we'll give it sort of an edge coming down. Like so. I think there's like another line in here or something like that. Or then maybe an edge on top of this. Okay, so now, so the head, right? So the head will go like curve up around. I think the top of the head will be, I'm gonna say, we'll go here, right? We'll say like halfway is about top eyelid, right? So eyelid to chin, about the same as eyelid to the top of the head, but the head is tilted forward as well, so we got like some perspective. So, but roughly the top of the eyes are about halfway from the top of the head to the chin. Okay, so right side of his head, we'll go over here first, right? We'll go the whole way, and we'll add those spikes and stuff, and we can erase them afterwards. So that's up to there, and then the side of his head comes out around like so. And this will roughly go back around here somewhere, right? But we've got sort of lines and spikes and stuff, because that's like the rough shape for the head, right? And he's got these spikes and like tubes and stuff coming out from his head, right? So say like roughly we'll go from here, so like curves out, and this will go right up out around the back and then down into there, and then we bring this back down here to there, and we can always erase these lines. Okay, so we'll just draw the other one, and then I might as well erase them all at the same time. So this goes up like so, into here, and then the other side goes up around and down, right? And then spikes, right? So we got like spikes sticking off here, goes around the bottom, and one sticking off here at the back, like so, one in the middle, there, another one behind that one, there, and another one over here somewhere. Like so, and then I'll erase those lines that we shouldn't see. Okay, so, and then, so we can have some like lines, like some extra sort of texture lines coming up the inside of these with some like hatching and stuff, just on the inside. so, and then some like lines coming up, these spikes, kind of stuff like this, you know. But in general, that's his head. He could have some lines just before I move on, just some eyelid sort of lines along the top, like these sort of bumps coming out from his forehead. So like, let's see, so coming out like here, that kind of thing. And depending if you're doing manga or anime style, you could add hatching and stuff like that if you wanted, but there's not a lot even in the manga version of Weather Report. Okay, so when you're doing, I guess, a body and stuff, it is useful sometimes to get the center line, right? So like the center line of his chest comes down sort of there, okay? Then his collarbones will come out from that, so they'll like go out underneath his chest, and another one will go out, so like this way. So you gotta go, yeah. Out like so, okay? We could have like an extra sort of neckline or something, just hatching sort of line in there, something similar here, but in general this goes up around on that side, right? So then his neck and his trapezius, right? So he's got, oh, we forgot his ears. So he's got ears. So this comes out from his head like here, roundish sort of ears there, like so. Yeah, they are ears. Yeah. It's funny, he doesn't have them in the manga version. And then another one coming down there. I'm just looking at two different images, and one of them has ears and one doesn't, which is strange. So then his neck, so his trapezius comes out like so, okay? There. And then he's got these like clouds on his shoulders, right? So kind of curves around here. Right, like so, and you can't really see it all because there's like a cloud covering it, right? So I won't finish the whole thing, but it's like just this circle. It comes to like a point out here, and then he's got like clouds kind of covered in smoke sort of thing, right? And then his shoulder muscle line will come down this way, and then it'll go underneath his armpit, down under here somewhere. There. So we'll get the main part of his body in first before we deal with the arms. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure it out. Right, so we got like the side of his neck, just there on that side, and then the chest comes out here, real big, like so. Right, and then we got like the line for the bottom of the chest comes across like that, right? And you could have another line going across here, and then another going across like so, and then it'll start to go up towards the armpit, right? Because your bicep, if you feel it, it joins your chest muscle, right? It goes into your armpit, your chest muscle, and your bicep, and they all sort of join in the one area. So we'll bring this up here, like so, and you can add just some hatching just down there. Okay. Right, so then the bicep comes out from there, right? Because it has to come out from there. So goes into the forearm across here, right? So this is going to do a big curve line sort of there. And then we got like tricep sort of area. Comes up this way, comes up around, joins back into that shoulder somewhere there. There's like shoulder muscle kind of lines, maybe some shadow or something in here. Right, so his arm is going to come out to his elbow, just out this way. So it comes out to a tricep, out like so, down. The forearm's here, right, like that, and then comes out that way, kind of like some muscle lines and stuff. Just like so. Right, and then, so this arm is pointing down real far, down to there. And he's got something sticking off his elbow as well. So just like a pad or something, just here. And then there's like forearm lines, texture lines and stuff like that. Then the side of his body right here, and there could be like shadow underneath his armpit and stuff, just to make it look just a bit darker down here. Like so, and then this curves out for his back and down for his hip. Right, like that. And then the front part of his body is just out here. So we've got like an ab muscle just there, then another one here, another here, and then it's like hip goes out that way. So then here we got like a line that goes across for his diaphragm. So like it's kind of like where his abdominal muscles start, just there. And then this goes up that way. You can add an extra sort of edge line to that if you wanted. Line coming out here. Some hatching. But like so, and that's like his. It's like the starts of his shoulder blade going around his back. And maybe like another neck muscle there, I think. Right, so then abs. So again, this is the line for his body. So go down like so. And then, so this is like another ab muscle here. Comes down to there. His belly button, he has one. I think it's there. So then ab muscle there. Ab muscle, center line. Comes down to there. Like so. And then like hip muscles coming across this way. You know, you could do as much of this sort of anatomy stuff as you'd like. But in general, you just want to add a few bits, like so. Okay, so the rest of his fist, just here what we can see So it comes down, just goes off the bottom of my page there. A few more room, of course. You can finish that. We can see his thumb sticking out like so, and just like the tops of his knuckles just there. And you could have you know, some finger lines if you want, just there. Like so. Okay. Now, so the other arm, and he's got this kind of spiral thing on this shoulder as well, over here. But it's very small, so curve it down like that first, right? So this is like the top of his shoulder. So this arm comes out this way. Alright, so we do this thing on the top of his shoulder first, right? So it's like a kind of an ice cream cone sort of thing. Like this goes up around. You can have some like lines on it going that way as well. Okay, that kind of thing. And then, so we have starts of his shoulder in here. There might be a bit of a shadow. Okay. Right, so bicep will go out from here, kind of curves up into his armpit, and then like an armpit kind of in there. And then the tricep on the top of the shoulder, so like shoulder muscle, and then the tricep goes that way. And then the underneath of the shoulder muscle goes down into there. And again, you can have some like hatching lines just for muscle lines and stuff if you wanted. Just there. So this arm is like real big, sticking out, right? So the forearm will curve down from here. And then we got like a big fist here. So this curves around. Again, some of this arm will go underneath that cloud. So it's one of the clouds, so like here. So I'd say, yeah, so we'll just bring it down, join it, and then we can cover it after. So again, maybe some like hatching lines just for the forearm, and he's got a thing on his elbow here as well. Like so. Okay, so that fist, so it's sticking out here, so it comes out like so. Right? And then we got 4 circles on the top of his knuckles. So 1. So if you get these in the right place, you should be winning. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, so you see how big now this knuckle is because it's real close to us. And then this comes up like so. Comes out towards the back like that. Okay. And then there can be some lines just going that way and stuff. But there's like clouds covering a lot of this as well. And you can have some lines just coming around his knuckles there like that. So then the fingers come down from each one of these, okay? So each one corresponds to a finger, so we go down, back up, down, back up, last one into there. Okay, and you can add sort of, lines, knuckle lines, texture lines, whatever sort of thing you want. Like all coming down. So some shadow. Come down like so. So this arm is real big, yeah. Right. Okay, so now all those clouds, right? So there's a general shape to them, right? So they're like crossing this sort of wispy sort of line, like that. Right, at first. And then you just bring it sort of up both sides. So these sides are kind of pointy, right? And then it goes around in a kind of circular shape then. Right? Like so. And then you can add sort of extra kind of texture lines inside. Like that. And then we do that kind of all over the body, basically. So another one across his chest. And there's a big one. So, well, this cone thing goes in behind, right? So I'll finish this. There's a bit of a spike that comes out the back. The line comes down here. So going around like so. And then he's got like a big cloud. So, and adding like lines on the inside just to give it a bit of a cloudy feel, I guess. Like so, and keep going. So, a couple more. One coming off his head right here. And of course, if you whatever lines for his body you go over, you can erase those. So one on his knuckle, here as well. And his arm. One on his arm here. So I'll just erase the lines that I went over that we shouldn't see, and then I'll add a bit more details to the cloud, and that's it. So you can just add like a couple texture lines more in around your clouds. Oh, I missed it. I forgot to erase that bit. So it's pretty tricky to know when to stop adding details like this. I always have trouble figuring that out, but just add another sort of muscle line just here. But I think in general that's it, guys. You could go forever doing like all these cloud lines and stuff, but you know, just adding details, building it up. But I think that that's enough for me anyway. That is how to draw the stand weather report from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I hope it was helpful. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.